over to the new place. All right, so we did record the previous session until we broke up, and I'm starting now. So the ability to record sessions, so you can do both. You can do live interactive sessions, plus you can record those sessions for either your clients, or if you're doing a class, you could then stream a class out to people at a later time, right? Let me see if there's something I can show you. What would be appropriate? Right, I'll just show what this looks like. You can share your screen, and now this is just a page from my desktop here, but what could be on here is an educational document or a diagram of a workout or a short video clip, so you can do that. Right? When can you do, like if you're in the gym and you're going, I don't know, but someday I'll show you a video of what that looks like. Right? You could do it right there during your session. Attendance reports, attendance record keeping. Trainly does all that. I can go back after every class and see who showed up for a workout, who didn't. Video hosting. So like I said, the recorded videos that you do, or maybe a professional video that you've made in the past, they will host it for rent, for purchase, for streaming, for downloading. They'll take care of all that. Revenue reporting, you're going to need that for tax purposes. You're also going to want to know month to month how much you're making, right? They will take care of all those reports for you. Widgets that you can insert into a website. You know, you want to do some of you want to use Trainly, but you want them to stay on your website. They'll have a widget for you. You can just plug into your website and people can come right there to sign up for all the classes that then they can, click on, and it will take them to the Trainly platform, but they won't know it. They'll just think it's your website. And finally, they've got integration with Facebook, right? So you can post all your stuff that you're doing on Facebook, and I promise you, because I'm going to kick Leo's butt about this, other social integration is coming soon, right? So right now it's Facebook, but it'll be more in the near future. All right. And that was a little bit longer than I had intended to talk myself, but we had the breakdown. Yes? Pin the video. Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. So there's a couple of other things that I didn't talk about in the beginning, ways that you can experience this. If you go up to your upper right-hand corner, and those of you on a mobile device, you just have to touch the screen and it will give you some of these other options. But if you're on a desktop or laptop, go up to your upper right-hand corner, whichever that is for you, and a couple of buttons. One says full screen, and I'm hoping that you have already gone to full screen and expanded out to cover the whole screen of your computer. And then right next to it, it will say either speaker view or gallery view. So if you see all of the different boxes, you're in gallery view, right? But here's another option. Go to my camera feed, click on it, and a little small menu will pop up, and right there it says pin video. Click on that, and suddenly I'm bigger, right? So you may instruct your participants to say, I can't see what he's doing, right? But here, if you expand out, you teach them how to expand out, you'll be able to see full video. Those of you who are on a mobile device, if you find this, the small icon of what my camera feed is and tap it, it should expand out to full screen. Anyway, those are some other options. And when you record, you can record either gallery view or record in full speaker view. So you have lots of options in there. Show my Meerkat? Oh. I just want to show the people on Meerkat what this looked like. All right, so here we are. And if any of you want to know, I should talk about this, but I want to get to your questions here in a second. So that's a couple of different alternate screens there that we've got. All right. Well, first of all, thank you for listening to that presentation. Now is the most important and interesting part. Your questions, curiosities, how could this work for you? maybe I'll start the ball rolling. Is anybody thinking already that this could work for you? Yes. Lisa, can I maybe turn your mic on and maybe have you just kind of share a little bit, like what's going through your head right now? Lisa. I don't have any audio from you, darn it. There we go. Can you hear me now? I still don't hear you. By the way, though, while we're getting her audio going, if some of you have questions, go down to the bottom of your screen where it says participants, open up that window and just click raise hand, and I will start going around the circle and call on you to do that. Yeah, Lisa. Did you? Nope, still not working. So here's maybe, so here's what I'm going to ask to do, since I like put it in your lap. Could you go down and type me in your question or your thought into the chat thing, and then I'll read it out.
Can you hear me now?
There we go. Thank you. Yes. So tell me what you're thinking, just what your thoughts are.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I had originally signed up pretty much with Leo a year ago, but I just could never get to one of his webinars. But I see the value in it because that is my next goal, is to not just train people physically that are in front of me, to train them outside of San Diego, and to do online training as well as online coaching. So this is going to tie in very well to what my business's goals are.
Awesome. Yeah, you can see, like I said, it opens up almost unlimited where you are, where your clients are.
Yeah, after 20 years, yeah, there's been lots of changes, and I want to make sure that I am part of the wave, not, you know, the part that comes in afterwards.
Yeah. This is the time, right? Because there'll be a lot of competition. There'll be people entering in this space in the next 24 to 36 months. And you want to get in there now.
Yes.
Establish yourself as the leader in that, not as a follower. Definitely.
Very much.
So Lisa brought up something that, and thank you very much. I appreciate you being pointed. If I think back over all the, the years when I had other businesses, when I had clients, and then I moved, like I had a big school in Hawaii, hundreds of plus students in Hawaii in my Tai Chi school. And then I left Hawaii and moved back to the mainland, and I lost all my students. And I thought to myself, gosh, if I still had those students and the students I had in Hawaii and the clients I had in, Northern California, it's like, I'd be competing with LA Fitness right now. I'd have somebody's, right? So you will never again be forced to lose clients because of a change in location. Right? Cool. Ready now. And I forgot your name already. I'm so terrible. Angela, is that right? Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just curious about the Trainerly program. So basically, Trainerly will help you once you already have your website up and running. Is that how it works?
Not at all. You don't need to have a website anymore. You can just do it all from Trainerly. You're going to have some way to send the word out. But again, that is part of why social network and social media is going to be a critical part of the whole picture. But you could essentially have no website, no physical presence. You don't even need a business card to start your business on Trainerly. Trainerly will set up a mini studio within their whole setup so that when people, come to your page on Trainerly, it'll be like a mini website for you.
I got you. So they would basically look up Trainerly to find me. There'd be a link on Trainerly. That would be like my website for the time being.
Yeah, you could do it just exactly. And you'll have a special address within Trainerly so that you could, if you're giving people out, here's how to find me. Go right there.
And let me ask you this, is Trainerly, what are the pricing and all of that? Is that something that you can disclose?
So I'm going to let Leo talk about that. There is a transaction fee that is actually quite reasonable because it's not that much different than what I was having to pay just on between paying for a registration service and then paying for banking fees and whatever, it works out almost the same. But Leo, let me turn your mic on, buddy, and have you.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. So it actually works pretty simple. So on our site, you can do, as David already mentioned, a variety of things. You can do classes, webinars. If you have pre-recorded videos, you can post those. And you set your own prices for everything. So whatever price you think is kind of customary rate for your videos or for your live classes, you set those prices for each client or for each class. And we just keep it a small transaction fee, annual from about 10 to 15% for your classes. But that includes also credit card processing. So because we handle all the credit card payments.
Yeah.
And then every 2 weeks, we issue a payment based on how many clients or how many students signed up with your classes or how many videos were purchased. So we do all the calculations, and then we give you your share, and we just keep about 10 to 15% of the transaction fees.
So essentially, there's no upfront cost. It all comes out of the.
There's no upfront cost. It's free to sign up. It's free to list. You can list one class or 1,000 classes. You can post one video or 1,000 videos. We host everything. You can. Let's say David-Dorian, he teaches students in the mornings, and there's about maybe 30, 40 students a class. So we have capacity right now up to 100 people a class. And then going forward, like I think he mentioned, trying to do 1,000 people. But we start out first. If you have 3, 4 people, 5 people, that's fine too. We can accommodate as many as you have, and there's no maximums and there's no minimums. And like I said, you don't need your own website. We give you the website, so each instructor gets their own kind of branded Trainerly site with your name on and everything. So that becomes your site with the host. You can post videos about yourself to introduce yourself. You can post sample workouts, kind of show people, a little sample which you have. Each class that you teach can also have a video attached to it to show what the class is all about. So it's basically becomes your own kind of interactive site that you can promote to people either through Facebook, Twitter, or whatever other social media you want to use.
Okay, and so you can train classes, and you can also do one-on-one clients with this program, right?
Exactly. It's all up to you, right? You can do one-on-one private sessions, or you can do group classes. Those are live and videos, and you can sell packages. So if you can offer like five one-on-one sessions, you can give people a discounted price if they buy all 5 or something like that.
Okay, and so what is the website, or how do you sign up? Like, where do you go?
It's pretty simple. So what I'm gonna do, it's trainer.ly.
Yeah.
The website, and there's a link there. Right when you get on the website, there's a link there called interested in teaching. You click the interested in teaching, and there you fill out a small application. Certifications you have, past experiences.
Okay.
It's about a 2-minute process, and then there's a boarding steps. Boarding steps are basically where you list which classes you want to have. You fill out your profile. Okay,
Right.
good.
So this is the website right here. And you see right here, it says interested in teaching, and this will take you to a place where you can register, sign up, and it will just lead you step by step along the way on how to sign up for that.
Okay, very cool.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. And I'll send an email out to everybody as well with a link, because we have some people that already, like I think Lisa, she's already an instructor, so she has an account, but some people don't. But I'll send a link out how to sign up and everything with our site to open up your own studio.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Mike, thank you for being patient. Let me go ahead and turn your mic on. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's all good. Now, I wanted to teach my martial art online, and I like the one-on-one, especially when you and I had our private sessions. Now, when it comes to like me ranking students from white to yellow, green, blue, or whatnot, trying to think of how that's going to be possible, because also like sparring is always good. Practicing. I've seen videos of you demonstrating Tai Chi moves and actual martial art principles with that one guy. I was trying to think how that's going to be possible, because I wanted people to actually learn and get the concept of what I'm teaching them, You know, when it comes to like parents having the kids doing it, you know, it's like, okay, how's this really going to work against stranger danger?
Right. So this is an awesome question, and I'll tell you how we tried to find a solution to that very same thing. Because as much as I've said that maybe 80 to 90% of my business is now online, there are still aspects of, because you know, of the interactive nature of Tai Chi, that I can't do it online. So what we've done is chosen to do retreats or immersions a few times a year. And you could, you know, actually create another revenue stream, if you want to look at it that way, or another business model, so that you have, you know, clients from around, or students who are going to want to test for black belt. And it's say, I can take you through, you know, 80% of the curriculum up to here. But if you want to test for that black belt, you've got to come to either my location, or perhaps you've got a senior student, you know, another black belt in another location that you'll trust to do advancement. And here's the thing. You could have them stream the test so that you are there. You're essentially there, right?
Yeah.
But you've got another person. So that, again, gives you lots of flexibility about where that takes place.
Yeah, because since my martial arts new, I'm the only senior black belt.
All right. Well, then you might have to jump in the car a little bit. But again, that is sort of the development of the new style of business is going to go online. Much different than, just to kind of share with you, 3 years ago, when I spent 40 weekends on the road. I was on the, you know, doing, you know, trainings almost every other weekend around the country. And to move from that kind of, you know, I'm lucky that my children still recognize me. Right? So to move from that kind of a schedule to now I'm able to do so much of it online here, and a few times, you know, 10 times a year only, I'm on the road traveling. It's a much different lifestyle. Right? Cool. Well, we're just about the end of the hour, and I wanted to, we're going to have to break it at 10 o'clock, but I still have time for a few more questions, and I just want to take a look at people on Meerkat who are, have been watching. What site is it that you're using? So Girl Chat Sports, if you're still there, we've been talking about the site called Trainerly, trainer.ly. And I think you actually can see my mug on the front page somewhere if you scroll down about that and find a little bit more about how I'm using it. And that might give you a good example of how we're using it. And just want to say hello to all the people who are there on Meerkat. Meerkat's another live streaming platform. It's probably right now one of the premier brand building devices that you could be using on social media. And if you want to get your name out there and show people what you do and how you use your profession, whatever that is, Meerkat and Periscope are probably, because they're free, they reach tons of people. It's got a wonderful community support behind it. I'm looking at a bunch of people right now, and forgive me because I don't want to break the conversation, but I just want to acknowledge I see a bunch of people. They come to support and they help spread the word. Right? So you need to find out about those apps as well. But any final questions or thoughts or things that I didn't cover? Oh my gosh, there was like 3 times as much stuff I didn't have a chance to talk about. But before we go, anything that you would like to know? Does this sound pretty complete? Does it help? Is it helpful?
Very.
Okay. Great. And I do this in my Tai Chi class all the time. I actually have now taken to asking a question in 2 parts. First, did it make sense? And I said, then, is it helpful? Right. So I want to ask both questions. Was it helpful as well? Right. Well, all right then. Once again, I just want to say thank you very much for coming today. Feel free to connect with me personally if you've got questions, and as well, in as much as you contact Leo at Trainerly. My email is easy to remember. It's just my name, David-Dorian Ross, all one word, no hyphens or anything in that, just David-Dorian Ross @gmail. You can get right to me. Feel free to send me, any questions, or if you'd like advice or help about how to get set up on this, I am at your disposal. All right, Stacy, yeah, I see you have raised your hand. You have a question. Oops. Yes. Stacy, did you have a question?
Yes. I got a response, but I wanted to make sure that they understood where I was coming from with it. So, for instance, I'm glad that that you provided this training, because I've been signed up with Trainerly for a while, but I've just been nervous to start. It's like, okay, all those questions, like, well, what about this or that? And the last thing you want to do is set up a class and then you look like you don't know what you're doing, and the technology, and then the whole course, half the course is you trying to figure things out. So when I asked about the demo test, what I was thinking is that I would like to recruit a couple of people on Facebook and say, hey, I want to do this. I want to test out this format. Will you join my sort of demo class? It won't be a true class, but it'll just be me sort of seeing this format and seeing my participants on the screen and kind of getting that comfort level to say, okay, I can do this, and it won't be the first time I'm actually supposed to do a class.
Right. And
so that's what I wanted to do, like schedule a free one that I can put out there, have people, maybe 5 to 10 people be able to log in and then see it. And then maybe I can introduce to them that I'm going to start doing this, and it could be kind of a marketing thing. But just, would there be a cost for doing that?
No, this is a great strategy. Actually, we do a lot of free classes, and so you have the ability on Trainerly to offer free classes, and they don't charge you for those free classes, right? So there's no cost to you for hosting a free class that is a way of building a clientele or demoing what you know, or just plain old experimenting. This is something else we were talking about with the students I was talking with last night. Like, this is the time to get on the platform and make all the mistakes that you want to, like really be a total fool about it and work it out, right? Become an expert through trial and error. Figure out what happens when the link dies in the middle of your class and how quickly you can get back on. Figure out, oh, somebody can't hear me. What do I need to say? All that kind of stuff. Like, figure that out now. And then, when this industry is truly in this direction, you'll already stand out as knowing what you're doing. And by the way, I'm sure you've got a bunch of people that you can pull into your class, but I just offer, if you want some feedback or some people to jump in your class, let me know. I'll recruit. I got a ton of people who would love to just take your class and then offer you. And they're really nice people too. They're really nice. Okay. So they'll be
awesome.
They're very gentle. Yeah.
Basically, just one thing. You can create a class. You just have to, in that class, you can specify, as David-Dorian mentioned, that it's free. There's for free. Mm-hmm. And just set your times for the class. Okay. People are aware that that this is the class when it's offered, and also the time zones. I mean, you have the time zone, but for people, if they're not in your local geographic area, they may not the right time zone for them. But
Matt Flecker, I see your question.
Class, 30 minutes, an hour, and do that way.
Okay.
You can do as many free classes you want. It's all up to you.
Okay, perfect.
There's no charge for anything.
All
Okay.
right. Well, I'm going to have to bring our session to a close. For those of you who were asking this question, we'll be doing more of these. I'll probably be doing at least 1 or 2 every month. Like I said, although Trainerly and I are not business partners at all, I use them as a service. I pay them to host my stuff. But I'm so really happy with the service I've got, and they've done so much for us that we have sort of joint ventured a few things, and it's been really great to work with a company like this, especially since, like I said, we tried a lot. We tried to totally DIY this ourselves, right? We put together all the different pieces of it, and this is just very, very convenient. But we are not business partners. I'm not part of the business. I'm just doing this because I think that I would like to see people be successful.
Yeah, leave them out there too.
And so we're going to do, like I said, about 2 or 3 of these, or 1 or 2 of these every month. And if you miss this one, we're going to do one again in July. I don't have a date on that yet, but we definitely will. We'll let everybody know. Deb, did you have a question you wanted to ask? Deb?
Oh, no, I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, he was like, wait, don't go. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend coming up. Some of you are going to do the Father's Day thing, I think, this coming weekend. So have a great Father's Day or a great time with your family. Bless you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.